Welcome to Tax File. I am your host, Lauri Bala Hassan, and today's episode is packed with valuable insights. We kick off with the latest tax news, bringing you up to date on important developments. Then, in our Did You Know segment, we uncover interesting tax facts. We'll also hear from you in our Vox Pop segment, exploring public opinions on key tax matters. And in the Knowledge Zone, we take a closer look at those views and break them down in details. Next, our Professional Insight segment features expert analysis to help you navigate tax complexities. And finally, in Words on the Net, we respond to your questions and comments from our social media. Get ready for an enlightening discussion. Let's dive in. And now, the news. The Federal Inland Revenue Service, through its Emerging Taxpayer Group, has initiated a campaign for the adoption of cutting-edge technology and innovative tools as panacea for boosting compliance among taxpayers across all sectors in Nigeria. Activities and programs at the retreat were built around its well-crafted theme, Emerging Taxpayers, Harnessing Technology and Innovation for Tax Compliance. Ama Chido has that report.
The Coordinating Director, Emerging Taxpayers Group, Mr. Kabir Abba, in a remark while flagging off a two-day insightful retreat for the group, said that technical platforms are currently the most valuable tools used by the FIRS to ensure prompt registration of businesses, tax payment, and insurance of tax clearance certificates. Mr. Abba maintained that the Emerging Taxpayers Group is a creation of the FIRS Executive Chairman Dr. Zak Adedeji, and it's saddled with several responsibilities, which also include reactivation of all inactive taxpayers with a view of ensuring their maximum compliance toward their tax obligations. He asserted that the ETG has decided to place a high premium on compliance over tax collection, adding that compliance, when properly harnessed, will yield high value of tax collection. The CDETG also stated that the two-day brainstorming session was fashioned out to avail the group a veritable platform to discuss the strategic plan for 2025. Collates feedback from existing field offices and design innovative initiatives to achieve laid targets and serve taxpayers efficiently. The Director of Taxpayer Services Department, TPSD, Dr. Love Onanuga, stated that the TPSD would provide additional support to the Emerging Taxpayers Group in 2025 to ensure the attainment of service excellence and inclusive of evolving trends in sustaining taxpayer satisfaction at the FIRS.
Nigeria's quest for economic greatness has received a significant boost as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has indicated its support for the Single Window Trade Project, a groundbreaking initiative poised to streamline trade, increase revenue, and propel the country to the forefront of African economies. Aisha Abdulkader reports.
The Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Dr. Zak Adedeji, recently hosted a delegation from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Fiscal Affairs Department, IFAD, led by Mr. Marco Antonio. The meeting served as a strategic engagement aimed at fostering collaboration between the FIRS and the IMF in support of Nigeria's National Single Window Initiative. The discussions focused on identifying key areas where the IMF could provide technical assistance to bolster the efforts of the National Single Window team. The initiative, which seeks to streamline cross-border trade processes through enhanced interagency coordination and digitalization, is a critical component of Nigeria's broader economic reform agenda. The IMF delegation expressed keen interest in supporting Nigerians' drive for improved trade facilitation and revenue mobilization through the use of technology and institutional strengthening. Dr. Adedeji commended the IMF for its continuous support and reaffirmed FIRS' commitment to achieving a seamless and transparent trade environment.
Meanwhile, in a move to deepen interagency collaboration, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, through its Intergovernmental Relations Department, IGRD, has initiated a fresh partnership with the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. The engagement, marked by a scheduled visit to the NYSC headquarters in Maitama, Abuja, aims to establish joint revenue and communication channels, as well as collaborative project initiatives. Husseina Ibrahim reports.
The director of the IGRD, Dr. Umaru Idris Ahmed, emphasized that the visit was in line with the department's mandate to foster stakeholder collaboration, enhance FIRS public image, and build strategic relationships. On the NYSC side, Deputy Director Muhammadu Salamatu confirmed that the scheme's readiness to strengthen its ties with FIRS. A key component of this collaboration will be the creation of an NYSC FIRS tax CDS group within the NYSC Secretariat. This renewed synergy is expected to enhance tax awareness and foster mutual growth within the two institutions. Other benefits include enhanced tax awareness amongst young professionals, improved revenue collections through better communication channels, collaborative project initiatives that align with national development goals.
To cultivate the culture of occupational safety and health, reduce the rate of work-related death and injuries, and to protect the rights of employees, the Federal Inland Revenue Service has joined the World Day for Safety and Health at Work 2025. This year's event featured a trade fair and an exhibition of safety gadgets and equipment. The reports. The executive chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zak Adedeji, while speaking on the significance of the day, said the greatest assets the service possesses is its workforce, and so no stone is left unturned to protect and prioritize their safety. He commended the organizers for putting the event together in a bid to enlighten and remind staff of the need to maintain the safety standard of the service. The gathering moved to the mini trade fair venue where professionals were on hand to teach staff the rudiments of cardiopulmonary resuscitation and also showcase a range of safety gadgets. The theme for this year's event is Revolutionizing Health and Safety, the role of AI and digitization at work. And that's a wrap on the news. And now to our Did You Know segment.
Did you know tax compliance offers eligibility for tax benefits and credits, such as tax deductions, credits and incentives that may lower your overall tax liabilities?
Let's join Mariam for the Vox Pop.
Hello and welcome to the Vox Pop segment. My name is Mariam Julie Adura. Today we're in the heart of Abuja to find out what can be done to encourage voluntary tax compliance. Come with me. What should the government and FIRS do to encourage voluntary tax compliance?
Simplification of tax governance policies, because one of the things that give rise to low tax compliance most times could be because of apathy. Apathy in the sense that, one, the populace are not really seeing what the government is using the taxes for. That is one. Two, the policy coherence of the tax laws is still very, very low. So if the tax laws are simplified in the sense that each taxpayer understands what he or she is supposed to do, that, and also the issue of social contract, that is the first thing that government should do.
We need to continue to engage all stakeholders at the federal, subnational level, including judiciary, including legislators so that everyone will come together. It's one nation, it's one country. It's need for us to come together and begin to develop policy, that will drive voluntary compliance. So, and also to drive the trust to the government. So, because there's a link between trust and revenue generation. So when the citizens trust the government and they're seeing value for money, they're seeing that the tax collected is being used for the purpose of which collected. So citizens will begin to what? To begin to pay their tax voluntarily.
Voluntary tax compliance, number one, awareness has to come first. You need to get the public to know that the tax is an obligatory duty of every citizen. It is your tax money that the government uses for infrastructure, basic amenities, and everything. So once you put out correct awareness out there to inform people the benefit of paying taxes, that it is an obligatory duty for every civil person, every civilian to pay their taxes, that is the most important. You have actually cleared the first step. So when the awareness is there, people know that they must pay their taxes. You will have voluntary compliance. People will walk into tax office and pay their taxes willingly as a good citizen, And another thing, you have to sometimes, also inform them about the penalties of not paying your taxes. Yes, the penalties, it attracts how you will get to pay more than what you ought to have paid if you violate or avoid payment of taxes.
Let's bring Ashu to take us through the Knowledge Zone.
Hello and welcome to Knowledge Zone, where we dive deeper into the interesting conversations had on the streets. I remain your humble host, Ashu Abe. In this episode, we'll be talking about what the government does to encourage tax compliance. The government in recent times has made it a priority to engage citizens in benefits of paying taxes through easy-to-understand guides, tax dialogues, workshops on tax obligations and filing procedures, and also consistent public campaigns and advocacy to educate citizens on the importance of taxes and how revenues are used. Government has in many ways simplified the tax system. For example, the introduction of Tax Pro Max, which has automated the tax processes from registration to filing and payment. The government has also offered several incentives for tax compliance, such as tax credits, early payment discounts, and recognition for compliant taxpayers.
My name is Bayo Nonuga. I'm the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy. I want to urge you all to continue to watch TaxFile.
Finally, let's gain some expert perspectives on the professional insight